Hi guys and welcome. This is my second video for the upcoming Nordstrom anniversary sale. The previous one I did was on makeup and skincare, and I wanted to make two separate ones because I didn't want them to go on for too long. Now in this video I'll be covering clothing, shoes, jewelry. What else have I got? Also some different products from home as well. There are some absolutely beautiful products in here. Now, as you know, there are three different tiers for the Nordstrom anniversary sale. We have Icon, Ambassador, and also Influencer. The Icon starts first, and that starts on July the 8th. The Ambassador's on July the 9th. Influencer's on July the 10th. And everyone else, it is on July the 12th. So I'm not too sure whether I'll be picking anything up from the sale. There are some things that Nordstrom do ship directly to New Zealand, other products I'd have to get forwarded to a forwarding address, and there's some items, because I'm not on any of those levels that I mentioned, I have to wait until the 12th. So I think there may be some products that could be sold out. But also remember that by the time you get there, if a product that's on your wish list has been sold out, do keep checking, because Nordstrom often restock, and I will let you know of different items that I've become aware of that have been restocked. I will put them to my Instagram stories and also to my community page as well. Now, to make this easy, because there are a lot of different items that I'm going through, as like with the previous video as well, I've set up a dedicated shelf. So in the description box below, all you have to do is click on the one link, and then the shelf comes up of the products that I'm discussing in this video, so you can take your time and browse through each one. And of course, I appreciate all of those that do use my links. So there is quite a bit to get through, so let's get started. So we're going to start off with clothing, and first of all we've got Lafayette. This is a mixed rib pull-on knit skirt, and this comes in two shades. This is black, and I think, let's click on the other one. The other one is described as a red brick. I think this type of skirt is really versatile, and you can see the model in the photo. She's wearing it with a pair of boots, and I just think it looks really beautiful. And this is on sale for $601.99. And after the sale, it'll be for $898. And also, of course, the really good thing about the Nordstrom anniversary sale is that they also feature products for the upcoming, for what you guys will be the fall season. So up next is another Lafayette, and this I thought looked really beautiful. Now, I don't own a lot of dresses. I tend to wear pants and jeans. I wear jeans a lot, especially at home, but I thought this dress looked gorgeous. This is a cotton blend poplin belted shirt dress, and why I like the look of it is that it looks quite thick, and it's not too flimsy looking. So you've got a little bit of structure there as well. It has that belt around the middle, and you've also got the pockets as well, which I know a lot of people love pockets when you wear a dress, and I think it looks really beautiful with those sandals. So if I move down here, you can see the little video of the model with the dress, and you can see that the fabric does have some stiffness there, and from the waist below you've also got those pleats. I think this is really beautiful, and the sale price of this is $668.99, and after the sale it'll go back up to $998. Next, I picked out a pair of jeans, and this is the brand Page. And when I was in America, it's coming up to nearly a couple of years ago, November this year, I went to Nordstrom's, of course, and I did try on quite a few pair of Page G's. Now, in particular, at that time, I was looking for a white pair, and they didn't have a size for me, but they are a really beautiful brand, and the denim itself feels really quality. So these are the Anissa high waist wide leg jeans, and I think these look super flattering. The model in the photo is wearing them with a pair of boots, and I own a lot of boots. I always think they look fabulous, especially when you're wearing pants or even skirts as well, but particularly also with jeans. It takes jeans that can be dressed down, and you can also dress them up. But I thought the style of this looked really beautiful, and I also thought they'd be flattering on a lot of different body shapes as well. So the price of these on the sale is going to be $165.99, and after the sale they're going to go back up to $249. And next we have a cowl neck sleeveless trapeze top. This is by the brand, I think you pronounce it Reese, and I tend to wear a lot of either white, black I'm wearing today, or beige type of colors. But every now and then I will buy a piece of clothing that has a pop of color. And I thought the shade of this looked absolutely beautiful. And by the looks of it, it falls really beautifully as well. Now, if you're quite self-conscious about your arms, which I am, now I wouldn't wear a top like this just by itself. But I still would buy the top, because what I would do is put some type of jacket over the top, and you'd still get that pop of color through. You'd still be able to see the neckline with that really beautiful draping, and I just think this looks gorgeous. This is on sale for $142.99, and after the sale it's going to go back up to $215. And next we've got a top, the long sleeve pop over top, and this is by the brand Farm Rio. So I really liked the pattern of this. I thought it was beautiful. It's more of that cowboy, a little bit bohemian look, and I thought that the blouse just looked very loose, and I thought it would be really comfortable. I also think that it hangs really beautifully as well. Now for me, if I buy a top that has got, for me, instead of the plain beige, black and white, and there's more of this color and a pattern, then down below, whether you're going to wear a skirt or whether you're going to wear a jeans like the model does in this photo, then I tend to just go for a plain color down below, and then you've got the pattern up top. Because if you wear pants that are really patterned, I think with a top like that, it can start to look a little bit nannerish. But if you keep it to this beautiful pattern, plain down below, then I think it just looks really gorgeous. Now the sale price of this is $125.99, and after the sale it's going to go back up to $180. And I am going quite quickly through these because I do have to get through quite a bit, but as I said, I'm going to have a dedicated link. You click on that and you'll be able to browse through these at your leisure. So next is a classic fit striped broadcloth button-up shirt, Ralph Lauren. Sale price is $65.99. After the sale, it's going to go back up to $99.50. Now, I really liked the shade of this. It's a stripe that is always very flattering. This is cotton, and I also think it looks like a really good quality cotton as well. You can tell by how the collar is sitting, and it's a beautiful red and white stripe. And instead of the normal, like I have, like I said, I tend to go with the black and the beiges and type of neutrals. This still looks more of a soft type of shade. I think it looks really gorgeous with the jeans, and I also think it would go really lovely with a really nice, well-tailored pair of trousers as well. This also comes in quite a few different sizes as the other items that I've mentioned as well, but I really like the look of this one. It's a classic top and always a good staple to have in your wardrobe. And now we'll go to some beige colors, although this does come in some other shades as well, but I really like the look of this one, and the color of this one is Beige Bliss. And this is a Nordstrom top, and it's a short sleeve cashmere sweater, and this is 100% cashmere. The sale price is $72.99, and after the sale is $109. Now I do like, it's just a simple round neck. I also like it that the sleeves come down to here as well, because as I said, I am self-conscious about the tops of my arms, and particularly on my right arm, because that's where I broke my elbow a few years ago. So I have no muscle tone or hardly any up here. So I like the length of the sleeve, and they're not too tight as well. It's also a decent length in the body, because sometimes with these type of tops, they can sit a little bit too high, whereas this goes to just on the hip area, and it looks really beautiful with the skirt that the model was wearing. But again, this would also look really lovely. You could dress it down a little bit with a pair of jeans, and of course would look really lovely with a pair of trousers as well. And next is just your basics, but it's always good to get some basics as well. And this is the Relax Fit Pima cotton crew neck t-shirt in the Nordstrom brand. It's on sale for $24.99, and after the sale it'll be $39.50. So it's quite an inexpensive t-shirt anyway, but I think these are always really good to have. As I said, it's always good to have staples in your wardrobe. So you've got the color Blue Dawn here. It's a very light blue. You've also got the black, you've got the grey dark heather, you've got your classic white as well. Over here, we've got pink heather, and the last shade, we've got Burgundy Royale. As my friend Lauren knows, I can't stand the shade Burgundy for some reason. I just do not like it, so I'd never buy the Burgundy shade. If I was going to purchase any of these, I'd probably get the white and also the black. But again, really good sleeve length, really good length in the body as well, because there has been around some t-shirts and they just sit a little bit too high, but I like it with the length. These also look like, they don't look too thin either. These are also, as it says in the title, they are 100% cotton, and they do look like they are a bit more thicker, not too flimsy, so they sit really nice as well. Next, we've got a top, and this is from St. John, and I think this is absolutely beautiful, and I love it for a number of reasons. I love it for the color. It's actually a taupe and a navy, and I'll zoom in on a picture and it shows you a little bit more closely, because when you just first look at it, it just looks grey, but there definitely is the navy in there as well. So a really lovely color combination. I also love it that it is a V-neck, which is super flattering, especially if you're more on the busty side like I am. Of course, it looks beautiful on all shapes and sizes, but particularly when you've got a large bust, it is more flattering if you have the V-neck. And I love the long sleeves on this. I love the ribbed type of texture. I think it is really beautiful, and they describe it as a fine gauge cable stitch V-neck sweater. So it's going to be on sale. St. John's is very pricey, but on sale for $532.99, and after the sale it'll be back up to $795. So I'm just going to have a look down here now, and here is the picture here. So hopefully you'll be able to see it. And close up, you can see it, that it has got that taupe and then the navy as well. I think it's such a beautiful shade. And this top is also made out of 100% wool. Now, the next few items are going to be jackets and coats. So first of all, we've got this houndstooth quilted barn jacket. It is on sale for $124.99. And after the sale, it'll go up to $190. And the color of this, they describe as a camel and cognac check. I love the look of these. These are beautiful. It's more like the style of English gentry, and it would really suit where I live. I think it looks beautiful with the pair of jeans, and also I like it because it's quilted, so you've got that warmth, but it's not too thick like an over-the-top puffer jacket. And I just love the look of them. And at the back, you've got the patches on the elbow and also on the shoulder. They are faux leather. And then down below, you've got those domes. I think this just looks really beautiful. And there's a couple of others in similar style that I'm going to show you as well. But I love the look of these. I think these look gorgeous. And I've just moved the screen down so you can see the full picture of it with the model, with the jeans. She's got the boots and the jacket as well. I think this looks very country chic, really, really lovely. And next is a similar one. This is the diamond quilted barn jacket with faux leather trim. And out of all the jackets that I'm going to show you, this is my absolute favorite. I think this is just so gorgeous. I love the shape of it that it gives. As I said, it is quilted for warmth, but it's not too much. So you've still got quite a tailored and clean look. And again, you've got the faux leather on the back of the elbows, on the sleeves and on the shoulders. Also a little tab along the back there. And you've also got the faux leather around the trim down the bottom, and also those domes as well. But this is gorgeous. And they call this color, this is the one Litchfield Louboutin. And this is on sale for $129.99. And after the sale, it's going to go back up to $200. So let's just scroll down a little bit and see if it has a full-size picture of it. And that's what it looks like. with the model. She's wearing the jeans, and this time she's got the knee-high boots. I just think this is really lovely. Now, if I had a jacket like this, I would get a lot of use out of this. I think it's really versatile, and I just really like the look of it. It's not overly fussy or anything on that. It's still streamlined, and it has a type of structured look to it as well. Really, really beautiful. And next we've got something from the brand London Fog, and this is the Heritage Trench Raincoat with removable hood. And a trench raincoat is always a very classic item. And the other thing about a lot of these products that I've shown is that they're not just going to be fashionable for this year. They're things that you can have in your wardrobe, I think, and be able to wear year after year. Now, this is in the shade Stone, and you've also got a pattern you can see on the lapels as they've opened up through here on the left-hand side there, and you've got a pattern there. And of course, this is a beautiful stone shade, and it also comes in the black as well, but I think it shows it better in the stone shade. But either one of these, either the stone or the black, I would have. I think, as I was saying, some type of trench coat, trench raincoat, always a really good staple to have in your wardrobe, and I think they always look really chic. And this is on sale for $229.99, and after the sale it will go up to $350. And then we've got the brand Save the Duck. I think that's just such a fabulous brand name, and it's the Jackie water resistant raincoat. So not as long as the trench coat, but this also has a removable hood as well, and this comes in the shade Rainy Beige, which is the one that I'm showing you now, and it also comes in black as well. And I also think that the shorter ones, the ones that come just to the upper thigh instead of a long trench coat, I think these always look really lovely as well. But either way, I just think they are such a classic design. Now, this is going to be on sale for $249.99, and after the sale, it'll go back up to $378. And I'm just scrolling down here now so you can get a side view of the raincoat. And then if I click down here, go to show all, you'll be able to see the front side of it, and that's with it open, and that's just with it, what it looks like by itself without the model wearing it. And then if you click on this, Nordstrom also gives you a description of it as well with a short little video there. And then we've got a coat from St. John, and I think this is stunning. This is a two-tone double face wool and cashmere coat. It is going to be on sale for $1,269.99. And after the sale, it's going to go back up to $1,895. So I think that this color combination is stunning. You've got that beautiful, rich cognac shade, and then you've also got the deep navy as well that shows on the lapel and also on the buttons. I think this is just so beautiful, and also beautiful fabrics as well. We've got the wool and the cashmere. It would just be really warm, and it is pricey because it is St. John, but I think this is a great price. You've got quite a few $100s off the price what it's going to normally be after the sale. So if you're interested in this, then this is a great time to purchase it. And also the other great thing about this coat as well is that it is reversible. So if I scroll down slowly here, there's a little video of the model styling it, and then you can see it reversed. So you've got predominantly the navy color and then a little bit of the cognac showing through as well. So it is pricey, but it's made out of this beautiful fabric, and it's also really versatile as well. I think this is just such a beautiful piece, and the shades are just stunning. And then the last coat that we're going to look at, this is the Ralph Lauren, and it is on sale for $239.99. And after sale, back up to $370. This is described as a belted wool blend wrap coat. I think this is beautiful. It looks really warm, and the fabric is a wool. It's going to keep you super warm. And again, it's just that really classic look, and the shade of this is just really beautiful. And they've also got it in a cream as well, and the lapels down the front, they're quite wide. This wraps right around, so you can get that really cozy fit. So either shade I think look really beautiful. And I always think that a long coat always looks really beautiful with boots as well, like the model is wearing here. So I think this is a really good price. So if you're after a really warm coat at a good price, then this is a good time to purchase one. And then I came across these pajamas that I thought looked really lovely. These are the Moonlight Echo crop pajamas. They're on sale for $47.99. And then after the sale, they'll be back up to $75. And these do come in a variety of shades, but I really liked the shade of this deep navy, and then it's got the white trim. I thought these look really lovely. Now, personally, I don't wear pajamas because for some reason I find that they ride up my legs in bed and I just find them a little bit annoying. But if you're a person that likes pajamas and likes something that looks put together, then I think this is a really lovely set. And as you can see along here, I'll just quickly go over, they come in the black. So I've got black, we've got, they call it grey heather, we've got leopard ones. I definitely wouldn't get that, I don't think, for pajamas, but it could be fabulous with some people. We've got the one that I just showed you at the beginning. We've got blue delicate and blue leisure stripe, and lastly we've got pink Beth stripe. I really like the look of the pink Beth stripe as well. So either if I was going to buy them, as I said, I don't wear pajamas, but if I was going to buy a pair, probably the first one that I showed you, the navy, or this one. Both of those colors I think look really lovely. And then we've got a tie front cotton nightgown, and it is going to be on sale for $38.99. And after the sale, it'll be $59. Now, why I like the look of this is I think it looks really pretty without being too nannerish looking. And also I love the fact that this is 100% cotton. And I also like the length of it. It sits just above the knee, or it's going to go in the middle of the knee. It's not too long. And I also like the sleeves on it as well. It's quite a romantic type of looking nightgown, but not too fluffy, not too frilly. I just think it looks really pretty. So it comes in this really beautiful white. Then you've got the blue. And lastly, they've got what they call the pink lavender with a stripe. And I think all three of them are just really, really pretty. So I haven't got many shoes to show you, but I think I've got about 2 or 3. So first of all, we've got the Brittany Bit Loafer. This is by the brand Paul Green, and these are going to be on sale for $304.99. And after the sale, they'll be $455. Now, this comes in 3 different shades, but I really liked the look of the shade here. They call this color Antelope Soft Suede, and they always look fantastic with a pair of trousers or jeans. And I really like wearing suede. You just got to remember that, just put some type of protectant on them. But I really like the look of these. They're not too chunky looking, but they're not too dainty looking either. They've got a bit of substance to them. And I like across the front that you've got that gold colored chain at the front too. It just gives it that little bit of extra detail. Now, I mentioned earlier that I really like the look of boots, and I think these look absolutely gorgeous. These are the knee-high boots from Veronica Beard, and these are on sale for $489.99. And after sale, they'll be back up to $750. So these are quite pricey. Now, the other thing why I like these boots as well is when I had a look at the sizing, they also give sizes for a wide calf as well. So they will fit a variety of different shapes. And I also like the heel on this. It's not too chunky, it's elegant, but it's not too high either. And I really like the little thin belt with the buckle around the ankle, not too chunky, and it just gives it a bit more of a refined look, especially with a longer type of boot. So this looks beautiful underneath a skirt, or also looks really gorgeous with jeans as well. But I think these look really, really gorgeous. And next we've got the Kensington Western harness boot, and this is by Dolce Vita. And I really like the look of these. I have quite a few more of these ankle boots. As I said, I wear a lot of trousers, a lot of jeans, and they always look really beautiful underneath. And even though these are described as a Western, and they've definitely got that there, it's not too much. So I've got that little bit of detail that is quite It is chunky, but not too over the top. So it adds a little bit of interest on the ankle there. I also like the heel on this. It's not too high. It's also quite a solid heel as well. So for those of you that don't like a fine, really high heel, then this type of heel is probably better. It feels more sturdy while you're walking. And you can see in the full-size picture there, she's got it, the model there, she's got it underneath a pair of jeans, and you can see that detail on the ankle. And I really love the shade of this one. This is the dark brown suede. Then you've also got black as well. And then you've also got the dark taupe. But out of the three shades, I prefer this one, the dark brown shade. I think that is a really lovely shade. Now, the price of this is $139.99 on sale. And after the sale, it'll be back up to $210. So next we're going to have a look at some accessories, and there are a lot of different sunglasses that are going to be in this sale. So it really depends on what type of shape that you like. But I really like a rectangular type of shape for a sunglass. I think that suits a variety of people as well. And these are one from Dior. Now with these ones, it says add to bag or wish list to see the price, but these are going to be on sale for $349. And I think the usual price is about $150 more. But I really like the look of these Dior sunglasses. And as I said, I really like that rectangular shape as well. And I also like it down the side here that it's quite wide. And these also look quite chunky as well, and I quite like the look of that with sunglasses. Now, as I said, there are a lot of different sunglasses that are on sale, plenty of ones with a finer frame if that's what you're looking for, but I really like the look of these ones. And of course, this is always a really good time to buy quality luggage. And this is the V4 Collection International Expandable Spinner Carry-On. There are other bags as well. This is on sale for $524.99. And after the sale, it'll go back up to $750. Now, this luggage is really pricey, but I've heard really great things about it and that it's virtually indestructible. So I think if you're on the lookout for new luggage, then this is a really good time to buy. And the color of this one is brushed gunmetal. And inside this one for the carry-on, you can see there's quite a few different compartments as well. Now, of course, in the Nordstrom sale, there are a few different handbags on sale, but this one caught my eye because this is a cosmetics case, and this is from Longchamp. And I thought this looked really, really lovely and also very good quality. So the sale price of this is $89.99. And after the sale, it's going to go back up to $120. So even if you're not on the lookout for a cosmetic case, I thought this would also make a really good gift as well. So you've got this shade in the black, and then you've got black and white, which I think looks lots of fun. And then the last one is in denim. So if I was going to pick one of these up, I would go for this one in the black. And I'll just scroll down here now so you can take a closer look at it. But I think this is really interesting. And it also has a lot of really interesting detail as well. And this item that caught my eye is from the brand Movado. And this is a bold access leather strap watch. It is 41 millimeters across. So it is quite big. But I really like this because it's quite sleek looking, and I really love watches, and they don't have to be super luxury ones either. This is still not cheap. It's on sale for $399.99. And after the sale, the price will go up to $595. So it's not up there with your Breitlings and your Rolex and all those other types, but it's still not a super cheap watch either. But I did think it looked really lovely, and I like the size of it. So it looks sleek, but it's got a decent enough size, and I just think it would look really lovely on the wrist. And next we're going to have a look at some jewelry, and this is the men's braided leather and chain bracelet by John Hardy. Now, just because it says it's for men, I would buy this for myself. I like it because it's not too dainty, it's not overly chunky as well, and I quite like it that it's got the braided leather and the chain on the other side. I think this is a really lovely bracelet. It's on sale for $397.99. And after the sale, it'll go back up to $595. So if not for yourself, I think this would make a really lovely gift. And next we've got an imitation pearl necklace, and this is described as the Jackie Double Row. I really like the look of this. It looks really chunky, and because it wraps round and layers, I think this looks really pretty. You don't always have to have the fine jewelry or the real deal. Sometimes you can have the imitation type that still looks really lovely. And as I scroll down, you can see the model here, and I think it looks really good. And I would buy this. I think it just looks lovely. I definitely add it to my other fashion jewelry that I have. I just really love the look of it. And the price of this is $129.99 in the sale. And after the sale, it'll go back up to $195. And there is a pair of hoop earrings that caught my eye. And this is from John Hardy. It's described as the JH Essentials, the hoop earrings. They are going to be on sale for $769.99. And after the sale, they'll go back up to $1,150. I think these are gorgeous. They're not too oversized for a hoop, and I do like a hoop earring, but they sort of have a little bit of a chunky look to them as well. They have really interesting detail. I think these look really beautiful. These are the type of earrings. Now, I don't have a ton of different earrings. I only really have a few different select ones, but these caught my eye. I just really like the look of them. So I'm just going to scroll down here slowly so you can take a closer look at them. So the composition of these are the sterling silver, they are 14 karat gold, and also the black sapphire in there as well. And there's another piece of jewelry from John Hardy, and this is the Essentials Pearl Lariat necklace. It's on sale for $665.99, and after the sale, it'll go back up to $995. And the color of this is you've got the sterling silver and the pearl as well. I thought this looked really beautiful. If you're wearing a V-neck, or you can even be wearing a turtleneck and this over the top, but it particularly looks good if you're wearing a V-neck. And again, it's not too dainty. You can sort of see a theme here. I like things, every now and then, I like to wear a dainty piece of jewelry, but more often than not, I tend to go for something that's got a little bit more substance to it. But in saying that, this isn't overly chunky as well. I think this looks really elegant. It's very, very beautiful. And finally, for jewelry, we've got a 14 karat gold twisted hoop earrings. This is by Bonnie Levy, and this is on sale for $337.50. And after the sale, it'll be back up to $450. And it also is in 14 karat white gold as well. I think the white gold is really beautiful. And why I like these is, as I was saying before, I do really like a hoop earring, but because they have that twist in them, they give them that little bit of interest as well. Again, these aren't overly chunky, but they're not too fine either. I just really like the look of them. And between the white gold here or the yellow gold, I think I would probably go for the white gold. I just think they look really gorgeous. And finally, we are on to different products for home. So first of all, we have got a scented candle and diffuser set. And this is by Velospa. And this is, I think this is how you pronounce it. This is the Goji Taroko Orange Scented Candle and Diffuser Set. And I do love an orange type of scent for whether it's diffusers or a candle. I have a lot of different scents, but I do like a citrusy type of smell. And also the vessel that this comes in, I think is also really beautiful. So either for yourself or would make a really lovely gift. It's going to be on sale for $34.99. And after the sale, it'll go back up to $54. And of course, always at a sale is a good time to pick up towels. And we've got here the Regent 6-piece towel set. It's on sale for $171.99. And after the sale, it'll be back up to $260. Now, I particularly like the shade in Fossil, but they've also got them in white. They've also hazy blue. And finally, they've also got the shade in ivory. Now, one thing with towels is about 2 or 3 years ago, I got this tip. It might have been from the place where I purchased the towels from, and it did make a big difference. So if you buy a set of towels and you think it takes a while for them to become absorbent after a few washes, what you can do is when you first buy them, what you do is you fill a bath up with water, and soak the towels that you have purchased in there for 24 hours and then put them through the wash. And then after that, they do become what they're going to be, their most absorbent. It really does make a difference, and I found that to be a really good tip. Next I've got on sale is the V15 Detect Pro Cordless Vacuum by Dyson. I have a Dyson vacuum cleaner. I vacuum every single day. I have sometimes different animals inside, so there's a lot of vacuuming to be done. We live on a farm, so you're bringing stuff in and out of the house. I've had mine now for 5 years, and it still works just as good as the day that I purchased it. These are really good vacuums. Now, this is going to be on sale for $559.99, and after the sale, it'll go back up to $749.99. But for me, this is a really good vacuum cleaner. Next, we've got a frying pan. It's a 12-inch one, and this is from the brand Viking. It's going to be on sale for $199.99, and after the sale, it'll go back up to $299.99. Now, about a year ago, I made the decision to go away from that non-stick cookware and try out stainless steel. And once you get to know how to use stainless steel, I think you'll never go back. Now that I know how to use it, you bring it up to a really hot heat and then you put a bit of water in to make sure it beads around. There's a whole lot of different tips on Instagram and TikTok as well. So there is a little bit of learning with this, probably only a couple of times. But now that I know how to use it, I will never go back to the non-stick. And I think it cooks all different types of things really well, but particularly steak. But I really love my stainless steel, and now that I've been using it, I will never go back. And I think this is a really good price for a really good quality product. And next, very quickly, another product from the brand Viking, and this is a stock pot. And again, it's on sale for a really good price, $174.99. After sale, $259.99. Now, I know for you guys in America, it's the middle of summer over there, but before too long, it's going to be fall, getting colder weather, and a lot of people up there like to make soups, and this is a great time to pick up a decent sized stock pot to make all your different soups and broths and things like that. And of course, another really good brand that I have in my kitchen is Le Creuset, and there are a few different items that they have in the Nordstrom sale. This is the enamel cast iron oval Dutch oven. It's on sale for $250.99, and after sale, the price will go up to $375. So they have a variety of colors. On the screen here is the white. There's also a licorice shade as well, the black. And I really like the shade as well. I think the oyster is really lovely. And of course, you've got this really gorgeous blue. You've got a cerise, and lastly is the shade in flame. So whichever shade you choose or which ones you have in your kitchen, I think it's always a good time if you like this brand, which I do. I think it lasts almost, I would say, a lifetime. It's absolutely fabulous. And I use my different Le Creuset items a lot with my different cooking. They are really good products. So I have a product, I think it might be this one or very similar to it, that I use it to make different casseroles in. And then I also have a really large one as well, and that is to make my different soups in. And next we have a set of diffusers. I have quite a few of the Jo Malone diffusers in different scents. They are just absolutely beautiful, and they last a long time as well. This one is the lime, basil, and mandarin diffuser. I've had that before. It is really beautiful, and that is on sale for $150. So whether for yourself or for a gift, these are just absolutely gorgeous. And then there are some diptyque candles. This is the iconic candle gift set, and this is the anniversary exclusive, and it is $138 value, and it's going to be on sale for $92. Now, I have a variety of diptyque candles, some of their iconic ones like this, and also their limited editions. They are absolutely beautiful candles. I also love the vessel that they come in. I always keep the vessels after they have finished. I take out the wax, clean them out, and I use them for different types of storage. I think they're really chic and they just look beautiful in the home. So the 3 scents you've got here is the baize and the fig, and you've also got the tuberose as well. And once again, really lovely to have for yourself, but also lovely to gift to someone as well. And then we've got the Delphine Throw Blanket. This is by Pom Pom at Home. This is going to be on sale for $115.99, and after the sale it'll be $172. And these come in a variety of shades. Here you've got the beautiful taupe, and if I click on here, there's also an ivory as well, and also in the blush. I think that go back to the taupe shade, I think that looks really beautiful. And I love throw blankets, whether it's on the bed or whether it's in the lounge as well, on the different chairs. On the bed, I really like to put on different types of throws, different textures. It really gives the bed a very luxurious type of look, and I think these are a really good price. And for the very final item, we've got, this is from the brand Bowl and Branch. It's the signature color block duvet set. I think this looks very chic. This is the shade white, and the other shade they say is Shore, which is like a type of really soft misty blue. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. Comes in a variety of sizes. It's going to be on sale for $273.99, and after the sale it'll go back up to $409. You spend a lot of your lifetime in bed, and hopefully you get good quality sleep. And I always think lovely cotton sheets, lovely bedding, just make it for an overall just relaxing, beautiful experience for when you're sleeping at night. So I finally got through all that. There is quite a bit to look through, but I had such a great time looking through the Nordstrom site and all the different products that are available for you in the US. As I said, I'm going to have a special link in the description box below. You click on that, and then it takes you to a shelf, and it shows all the different products at your leisure of the things that I mentioned in the video. Now, there may be a few extra items in there as well, because I probably will add to the shelf as I take another look at the Nordstrom anniversary sale site. But as I said earlier in the video, thank you for those that will use my links. I always really appreciate it. And don't forget, if something seems like it is sold out, keep it on your wish list and keep checking, because sometimes things do come back in stock. So that's it for today's video. I would love it if you gave it a like and subscribed, and I will see you next time. Bye.